Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper Chronicles. Today we're coming back at you with a bit of a Ratchet video. This is kind of maybe a follow-up to a recent Ratchet video, the Snap-on Ratchet video, where it was an as-found Snap-on Ratchet that was pretty neglected, and I showed you sometimes when you open them up what you find inside, and a lot of times it could be not pretty. So I bought this Ace hardware store. I'm pretty sure has the symbol here of the Ace hardware store, Ace Professional Ratchet. Not sure if this is still available, this model. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I doubt it. This looks a little bit old, a little bit older. Not too old, but this looks like it was around for a while ago. And you can see as it's ratcheting, it's the switch is moving. So this is you can tell by that usually it's some kind of a bat wing pull in this mechanism. And I bought this ratchet with a lot of ratchets that I bought recently for not too much money. I got like a bunch of ratchets, nothing really that great, but for the price I couldn't complain. Not much American made, but a lot of Taiwanese ratchets similar to this one that seem like pretty good values. A lot of them had the same batwing style of mechanism. Different manufacturers, but predominantly Taiwan made ratchets. This one doesn't look too bad on the outside. Doesn't have any letters or countries or anything on the flip side. Just the Ace Professional. I kind of like this handle. I like that they put this little knurling here, that little touch. I think I kind of like that. It looks pretty cool. This is quick release, has the pin that comes out, the ball that goes in when you press the button, and it has a plate, and the plate is held by two Phillips head screws. And I just happen to have the small Ace Pro Series screwdriver that I picked up, I think, at a garage sale not too long ago, and I find it fitting that we can use it on this Ace ratchet. Oh, and by the way, if you find these videos at all helpful or entertaining, could you please give me a like and also subscribe to this channel? And if you are like me and you're crazy about ratchets, go to my channel and go to playlists, and you're gonna find all the ratchets. Pretty much all the ratchets are there by manufacturer, by name and company. That's a whole lot more easier than for you to just scroll down. I probably have a few hundred videos by now. It'd probably be easier for you to find a particular company or video if you just go to the playlist. Okay, I did open this up, but I opened it up and I closed it real quick because I wanted you guys to check this out. Okay, here is, hold on a second. Here's the plate. Already, you see that? You heard that fall? Already on the plate itself, there's shavings. Like that. And you see like a lot of like metal kind of residue around the plate. The plate itself is a pretty typical Taiwanese style of plate. Not very thick, not super thin. Oh, and the screws have a dab of Loctite on them, in case you were wondering. But here is where it gets good or really bad. You take this out. Here we get more tooth residue. And let's take a look at the teeth. Already here, let me get a better pick. This is about maybe 40 something teeth maybe. And I don't know if you can pick this up, but you see how these teeth are they're supposed to be sticking up like that. See how these teeth here are just turned over? This whole row of teeth just turned over. Let's look at the tops. The tops are like rounded almost. This one is really not in good shape. This tooth here, and we look at the side view. This whole row has been kind of flattened out. Here's a few more good teeth, and then another row of really damaged teeth. And as I was ratcheting it just by finger before I opened it up, I could feel in the ratcheting that you could feel that in the ratcheting. You could feel where it was like clicking, and then it would go like smooth almost, and then it would hit another batch of tall teeth, and then it would go smooth again in the ratcheting. And this row of teeth here are through, and then you get a row of okay teeth, or not as damaged teeth here, and you go around, and then we hit that flat part again. And you could really see it there. See how these teeth are really damaged. And surprisingly, as I was ratcheting, I did put this in a vise and put not super amounts of torque on it. But I did put a little bit of hand torque on it, and it was holding. Maybe I didn't get to the right spot where it was really bad, and maybe it would slip there. But from what I was feeling, it was holding. I don't know how it got like that, and it wouldn't slip in the vise. I have no idea. Looking at the outside of the handle, the sides, I don't see any really bad signs of abuse. I don't see any hammer marks or stuff like that, and the stuff just keeps falling out of the head. Here's another piece of tooth or whatever that was, and you see it? See it's falling out? See it's falling out? Just a look inside. Here you really see the damage. This tooth on the paw looks pretty bad, and you see all the teeth, the tops of the teeth, all here on the side of the ratchet wall. Now this is pretty bad. Let me scoop it out, if I can scoop it out with my finger. See all that? Those are remnants of the teeth. All that. And here's a look. There's some more, and it's all in there. See all that? And let's look at the paw. The paw also, there's still some more teeth shavings there. The paw, this tooth looks pretty flat, and this side looks pretty damaged. Let's flip it over and look at this side. This side doesn't look as bad. This side doesn't look as bad. Let me just to orient myself. Okay. So this damage, I guess, occurred when in the loosening. Going counterclockwise is when this side of the paw was engaged. But like I said, the other side doesn't look that bad. This side of the paw looks pretty gnarled up there. I think that this is peened. There's a pin that goes through and it's peened to the switch on this side. I'm not going to take that apart. But I just wanted to show, and there's still more residue. There's still more chunks of teeth in here. There's another one. All in there. Yeah. So, yeah, this is probably the worst Ratchet that I've seen. This sort of damage in it. I'm not sure if the metals were really soft or what. I can kind of doubt that, because you see the damage here is not only on the gear, but it's also on the paw. So somebody was really cranking this. Maybe they slipped a pipe over this or something, and they were really giving this a lot of, like, crazy amounts of torque to do that much damage. You see all those almost flat parts of the gear, and you hear that? Let me do it again. You hear it's clicking good, and then it's clicking good. Right there. It's like fumbling. Right there, fumbling. Right there, you can hear it like kind of, it sounds almost sliding. So yeah, so that's another candid look at what ratchets look like when you first get them, and they're pretty jacked up inside. And like I said, this is probably one of the worst cases I've seen where there was that much debris and damage to the gear. I doubt there's any repair kits for this, and even if there was a repair kit for this, it would probably cost more than what the Ratchet is worth. But just an interesting piece and something to pass along to you guys, so you can see what happens sometimes when things go, I guess, terribly wrong. Alright guys, until next time. Oh, and P.S. guys, before you get to this point, and this is what happens, what you should be reaching for is something like this, or something like this. These will keep your ratchets ratcheting and, you know, not in pieces or chunks like you see here. Just reach for your breaker bar or your T-handle. Alright guys, until next time.